the Ultimate AMiibo League!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the UAL Season 3. I'm Like a Bosk.
And I'm Muzdu.
And we're back with another season. We weren't expecting it, but as you can tell, 16 fighters. You guys named 4 of them, and we did change the rules up. Now, Muzdu, would you like to tell us about the new rule change here?
Absolutely.
Well, that's actually quite great description of it. I couldn't have done any better myself. Let's hop into this because it is not going to be quick anymore. With the whole new qualifying in the first round, you have to win early and often if you actually want to score points.
Yeah, this new rule change is quite interesting because anytime that you don't place, you are put at a severe disadvantage that we didn't necessarily see in previous seasons.
That's right, and here we're hopping into the very first match of Season 3. Bowstoise, the 2-time champion, versus Karen, a wild AMiibo when it comes to fighting styles, and I'm at a loss for words right now.
A wild AMiibo is coming up and playing fantastic so far.
Yeah, she really is pretty good at this. I've seen her in a few fights. I fought against her. She was able to 3-stock me come around level 40, but the champ is here.
It's going to be so hard for someone as small as Karen to overcome hits like that from Bowstoise.
Especially when Bowstoise is able to parry practically every single attack. I do think it's interesting that the champ does continue to choose this battlefield layout. It does seem to benefit him more than any other fighter because of his side B, and he's able to get them at the top of the stage. But Karen is not making a fool of herself here.
No, she's doing great damage, getting a lot of hits in, even though Bowstoise has brought it up to where it's almost even on Karen's second life, though.
Bowstoise is just one of the heaviest characters in the game, and Karen, on the other hand, is almost as light as Jigglypuff and Kirby, which are not in this league.
They are not. And it's really interesting because when we're watching it, it seems to be a very even match. But Bowstoise does have a very dominant damage and stock lead.
It's that weight output. That might be it.
I was about to say, there's no way Bowstoise can come back from that.
If Bowstoise was going to get a 3-stock at 160 damage, we didn't even have to film the rest of this video. I can tell you that much.
Wow. But I mean, we are not seeing Karen just roll over. Karen is putting up a very good fight.
I mean, and with the recovering ability of Meta Knight as a character, don't be shocked if they're able to gimp Bowstoise off the ledge and then recover back from it and make it 1-to-1 stock. The 111 damage does not look in Karen's favor. Like that.
Especially against Bowstoise.
Yeah, just like that. But the 2-time champ is back. Here we are. We're back. Bowstoise winning. Now we're hopping in to Boromir versus V.R.O.B.ert. Muzdu, what are you expecting from this type of fight? They both finished 8th and 9th in the points respectively as rookies last season.
That's exactly what I was about to point out. As far as placement goes, these two are essentially equal. Now, we didn't necessarily see either of them perform as well and as consistently as we had expected them to going into it, But they both hit their stride, both had a couple of good games last season.
Especially towards the later part of the season. So.
Exactly. And so I'm hoping they'll just carry that on right here, and we'll see a really good fight.
I mean, I think for Boromir's sake, he's happy to not have to fight Blue 5 times already this season.
His Bane,
Whoa!
and Boromir
Yeah,
strikes
all
early
good.
in 30 seconds.
Hey,
But-
we don't even have to get to 5 minutes or 6 minutes in these fights.
No, we don't. But Robert does have Boromir at 70%, so it's not awful, but Boromir is...
Robert's strength is that recovering ability, and he's too afraid to go off the ledge despite being a completely offensive Amiibo, which does hinder him against someone that has to be up close and has absolutely meh recovery. You know?
I do know. And it's, like you're saying, like you're pointing out, it's interesting we're not... Wow.
That was a really weird animation there.
That was. But that move from him is so beautiful.
It's even here,
Because it reflects projectiles.
which
and
Boromir has none of, but
that is true.
it outreaches a sword, so
But
remember,
it also does multiple hits, followed by that one bigger one at the end.
as long as you land that last one, it's almost always guaranteed. Whoa, I did not expect him to shield that in time.
I did not either. And for the sake of a good fight, I'm glad he did. Ooh, beautiful dodge.
He's charging up that move that he has not used yet.
You're right. I don't think we've seen that at all.
Somebody let us know down below if they used it in Season 2, because I didn't see it.
Now, Boromir 100% has the speed on Robert. And so we've seen a couple of those dash attacks already this match. And it seems like Robert just can't keep up with that.
Yeah, but Robert should be able to outreach him with smash attacks such as that, where he uses his full body and his thruster jets at the bottom of him. And as you can tell, he's already got him up to 128 damage. I think it's less of a matter of who has more damage, but who hits first.
That's exactly what I've seen so far. Now,
'Cause-
I really want to see... We see his arrow, or his energy arrow, whatever, charged up
He
completely.
never wants to use that laser beam.
I want to see it.
He's not going to let you see it for whatever reason.
Apparently not. And Robert,
That should kill. There it is.
Very nice.
It's 1-1 here.
even though Robert does have a 76 damage deficit.
Boromir doesn't have the same recovery as Robert. If he's able to get him off the side,
But he's
there is a
at
hope.
100% damage. It's not going to be easy.
Not at all, but he's still fighting.
That was such an interesting move that...
You know, every other
clearly
time
not
he
pay
did
off.
that, he blocked it every single time.
Yeah.
You know,
That's quite interesting.
congratulations to Boromir. We'll see how far he can go into this tournament. Moving into the next battle, Fry, a tournament winner from last season and a rookie last season, versus Deimos, the current rookie. And Muzdu, I heard that this is your rookie that you're most forward-looking. Or how is that word sentence work?
I'm not certain the best way to word that, but Deimos and Ganondorf has always been one of my favorite people to play as. Just because when you land shots with them, you can control the entire map and you can control the entire game easily.
I would just like to say, before recently, Deimos hit the first hit. He was at 60 damage, and then Fry hit close to, 10 hits and got him to the same damage. That's death.
Are there... Oh,
He's going to recover too.
and I was about to say... And
Expertly. Whoa!
And that right
Yeah,
there is
1-1.
why I love Deimos.
Play it 0-0. Deimos as a character, really aggressive, offensive Amiibo, taunting right there even.
So this
Ooh.
is something I was
Ooh.
seeing...
Is that a parry? Whoa!
Interesting. Did not see that coming.
He did win a tournament last season. I think he's tired of us counting him out just because he's young.
But so the thing with this match in particular is Deimos has the power to knock Fry off at 80% damage. But Fry is so much faster than Deimos that if Fry goes and gets a couple combos in, Deimos may not be able to do anything about it.
Important to note, similar to last time, Deimos was kind of in control of that damage-wise, but as soon as he went off stage, it was Fry's domain. His aerial abilities, this would be a great time to kill him, but he missed out on that, but his aerial abilities does stop him.
Beautiful attack.
He saw that coming from a mile away, but yet he stood there. Deimos has 120 damage, a pretty heavy character, especially compared to Fry.
Yes, but Fry does do a lot of damage.
And Fry's not afraid to spike. Not afraid to spike one bit. Great block there to keep him in the match, at least with a 2 point.
100%.
Wow.
Wow.
150%, it turns
and
out.
we're still at a very close match.
34 damage is pretty easy for Fry to get back with his combos.
Yes.
But Deimos just has to land one more of those, and he's out of here.
One more hit doesn't even necessarily need to be a charge hit.
Yeah.
And it's over.
Not if he can get one. That was a
Oh my goodness!
That was a beautifully placed back air. That
He
was
just barely dodged Fry's up. And a rookie,
rookie
just knocked
upset.
out a tournament winner from last season.
That's quite impressive to see, the very first rookie from this season winning. So we'll see how far Deimos can go. And Fry, we're sorry for you, but we got nothing. After that exhilarating matchup between those two, we get a classic in the UAL. Two people who have been here from the start. Kraken and Sir Bubble. Now, I know everyone at home has their favorites, but Sir Bubble was kind of the underdog in Season 1, and Muzdu, how many matches did he win in Season 2?
In Season 2, Sir Bubble won 0. Which is kind of hard to believe when they were in it for the season championship.
Especially when they never finished worse than 4th place in the very first season.
Like it's a drastic difference going from Season 1 to Season 2. And frankly, I think all of us are just looking to see if Sir Bubble can turn it around in this 3rd season.
Not gonna lie, the first 30 seconds of this match have seemed like vintage Sir Bubble. Squirtle was out there getting most of the damage, and as soon as Kraken went above that 80 threshold, the Sir Leaf came out.
And this is looking like some very good fighting, even from both of them, even though Kraken is at a damage deficit.
Oh,
and we're bringing...
Interesting, quick change out there. It's almost like Sir Bubble still wants to do this himself, and that might have been a mistake on the Pokemon trainer in the back.
That could have been. We're going to blame Ash.
Ash Ketchup.
Ash Mustard.
Oh, even right there. 24 damage, not too bad. I think
it's low enough to where we can still call it even.
Especially in this game. Like that. Taking the lead now. Very close match between these two, and so far, you can tell that these Amiibos have been sitting on my shelf for a while. They are ready to fight.
And we're back out with Sir Bubble.
None of these Amiibos have received training, except for the ones that are brand new, of course. Man, that recovery is just too good, isn't it?
It is one of the best recovery. Now, we do have several Amiibos in this league with great recovery, but...
And now we have Deimos, who has a horrible recovery.
Kraken's recovery is not only great, but it's fast.
Deals a little bit... Oh!
That's a beautiful spike,
The Spike King is back.
But we are not looking at a 3-stock, while Kraken had several last season.
Not last season, but the year before that, I think. Season 1.
Previous season.
He was the very first one to ever get a 3-stock. That's history in the making right there.
No, that's history that's been made.
That was history made.
Ooh. Wow.
So close. He's only got 10% damage. He really needs to just finish this off
if he can
right
finish
now.
This right here,
He was going for a disrespect spike just to say, remember what you did to Sir Leaf? You're not doing that to me. Really playing edge games here.
They are.
Ooh.
We need to see that knock right now.
Damaging himself with that flame. That should be a throw. Back throw off stage. Even here. It's going to be interesting to see if they do change to the Sir Bubble variant to try to keep up with Kraken or let Sir Flame do his job here.
Because just like you did point out, Sir Flame is significantly slower, but that excess weight and excess damage...
It helps keep you alive longer.
Exactly.
I've always been a firm believer of about every 20 to 40% you change your Pokemon that you're on so that you can keep up with the other one. So if you get 20% damage to 40% damage, you kind of change to that next threshold, which Sir Bubble just did here.
And we see Kraken is running low on ink.
He's never been good at managing ink, and now he's out of it. Will it play a factor, though? It will make all of his smash attacks weaker.
Now, that was a great dodge. Getting out of a couple attacks right there.
Sir Leaf's kind of getting stuck on the edge. Needs to change and get to the side now.
We could have seen a spike right there that would have ended it all. But they're both in killing range.
And Kraken's out of ink. They both know that if they lose this round, they miss out on the very first set of points. Sir Bubble, can you get your very first victory in over one season? Or yes, just one season.
And they do!
He does! You know, I hate to see it for Kraken, because that's a very quality fighter, but Sir Bubble has had such a rough last season, and now Sir Flame's out here to finish it out, and Sir Leaf got a good amount of stuff done there too. I hate it that we lose one good fighter, but the best fighter showed up today.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm not counting that one.